Another great day to draw. Here we go. We have Emmett from the Lego movie, and this was requested by Will. And when he told me what he wanted, I'm like, wow, this is gonna be a challenge, but it's gonna be a fun challenge. If you're up for a challenge, let's do this. So we're gonna start with his head. You want it at the top of the page, and you're gonna make a soft square. So that means the sides are flat, curved edges, and make this bottom part flat. Flat as I could make it, okay? Now we're gonna put his eyes in. I'm not putting any shinies in this guy because Emmett has no shinies. So we're gonna try to make that, there you go. Now his smile, it does not go past his eyes. So we're gonna go where his eye is, come down, make a bowl. So this is the eye over here. This is where it's gonna go up, and then put a line across. There's his face. Now he's got different expressions. I choose the happy Emmett. Okay, for his hair, right about here, we're gonna be doing his swooshed hair. And before you get to the end, stop, come down. Okay, let's do this side. And it's gonna come down. It's about the same size as that, see? Now, since his hair is on top of the piece, we're gonna go above it. And I want you to go around and then go a little below, okay? So this is gonna go around the top, down, and go a little below. So you can erase right inside here so we can see where Emmett's hair is. And right here, we're gonna make his side swoop. Make another side swoop. This one can go up. We'll make a little swoop here, a little swoop here. I made his hair a little over too much there, but that's okay. And you can put another swoop at the top. You know what? That's driving me schnockers. I'm just gonna move this over a little. Totally can. There we go. Not so big. All right, and he has these little lumps in the back. That's just where his little cowlick is. And if you want to draw another line in there, we will. There we go. All right, let's do his neck. Two little pieces coming off here. And do a line across. Now, what I discovered, I need you guys to pause it. Go get a piece of scrap paper, any scrap paper. Pause, go get it, come back. Okay, you should be back. I discovered that we want to put a line here and a line at the bottom of his neck. This space is the same space as here and here. So let's bring this line down. See, we have lines on there. So we know how big his body's gonna be. So now make a line across here, and then his belt is not included. So you wanna draw a line for the belt. Belt doesn't count when I measured. So now take our measuring thing. You're gonna do from the bottom of the belt down to the bottom of his feet. Like, okay, look, we got him proportioned. This is how I had to figure it out. So we're gonna start with his, actually, let's just do the shape here. His shape comes outside, so it's a little outside here. So you're gonna make it go straight across and come out, and it's gonna angle down. So it's gonna come out, go a little beyond here, angle down, and loop this, make it soft edges, and bring it around. All right, we got his body. We might as well do the rest of his body. This is his belt. His belt's gonna come off right here. So let's finish his belt off. And this is his body. So he's got, of course, he can move his legs. So he needs those little anchors. And we're gonna try to find the middle. So let's see if we can find the middle about there. So this is gonna be that middle piece. And we're gonna make this try to go straight across. If you need a ruler, you can go get a ruler, because Legos are pretty much all straight lines. So we're trying to eyeball this without. And we're gonna make these go all the way down. I don't know if I made these big enough, but it works. And we're gonna make, these are gonna go straight down here too. Look, we almost got Emmet's body. So now you can come across here and erase in here, because of course his feet are not connected. And we can put his little block feet. Stay tuned, because I've got some great jokes and some fun facts about Legos. Look at him, he's so coming along. What a cutie. We're into the arms. So on the outside here, this is his one shoulder. Come over here, his other shoulder. And it's going to be angling this way. So we're going to angle it and bring it in. So we're going to angle and bring it in. So it doesn't come all the way to the bottom. So we're going to soften that and then make it come in. Same thing on this side. So we're going to be putting his hands next to him. So his hands are just going to be 2 lines coming out. And then we're just going to do a circle. So just draw 1 circle and then inside draw another circle. Do you guys see that? Perfect. Now we want to draw lines here, because this is where the opening is going to be. And then we're going to erase. So look, now we've got the hands. Bam! Let's do this side. Line, line, 1 bigger circle, 1 smaller circle, and then do a line, and then erase. Okay, we just have the hands now. Amazing. Look, this guy's coming along. Emmet is coming. So now we're going to do a triangle. It's going to go from one side to the other, and then make this line go all the way down straight. So we're going to do a shirt inside there, so it's going to come down like this and curve in. This one's going to be straight. And do a line here, here, and line up. Look at him, he's coming along. So when it comes to his outfit, I did not Sharpie. Please see, look at this. I didn't Sharpie in there, but we want to find the lines. So we're going to do a line straight down. These is his reflective pieces, line straight down. And it doesn't go all the way to the top. So same thing on this side. Line straight down, line straight down, come across the top. Now we're going to do this piece. And we'll close that off there. Now you can erase in here, because we don't want to be able to, we don't want to see that. See, it's all connected. So we're going to do another one down here. This one's going to go across the bottom. Okay, and make that end. I'm going to erase so it's connected. Hope your Emmet's coming along. And now these are his pockets. These ones we will end up sharpening because they're black on him. Let's do the same thing on this side. We've got a pen in this pocket, blue pen. So we're gonna put the pen in there. All it is just round top and then a line down. That's all it is. And it has this little baby topper for the pen. All right, if you guys want, because in the Emmet in the show, he's got, looks like he's been through a lot. So I'm making these little marks in here, and then I can go in and just erase. This is what was, see how I got these little marks? You can go in and make the marks too, if you want. They're down here also. So if you end up doing the marks, you want to erase in there. And when you're sharpening, do not Sharpie these guys, because it looks better without the Sharpie, because they're just reflectors. All right. Can you guys see these lines here? I'm connecting them all, making sure they all look good. If you need a ruler, great. Okay. Okay, you see this side too. Sometimes the pencil doesn't show up too well on screen. All right, we are going to, this side's done down here. We'll give it the reflectors, 2 rectangles right here. Great job. And if you want to put the marks in there, you can. So you go in and have to erase, because Emmet's a hard worker. So any fun facts? Okay, joke of the day. We ready? What's the best way to get robbers out of your house? Put Lego bricks all over the floor. Everybody's experienced it my brothers all had Legos, bins of them. And we'd find Legos all over the house and we would step on them. And that is like one of the most painful things you can do. We're putting his badge here. I didn't make it high enough. Yeah. And as you all know, Legos are not expensive. So you really want to just throw them all away, but you can't because they cost so darn much. It's like buying a car, except for kids. Yes, that's how expensive they are. Yep. But they're fun. All right, so let's give him a belt. So I'm just gonna put a square here and inside the square a circle. And he's got part of his belt. I did not make the belt that big. I guess I should have made it a little bigger. But you can tell that it's EMMET, totally. Okay, we got another joke. What do Lego people like the most? Square dancing. That's a good one. All right, what else we got? Oh, Benny. So if you guys have seen, first we'll start with Lego has been producing Legos, these guys, since 1958. I did not realize that. Okay, we are ready to Sharpie. Look at this. So as we're sharpening, we're gonna learn fun facts. Oh, EMMET, so cute. Okay, since 1958, they've been making Legos, and that is over 40 billion Lego pieces. That's about 2 million bricks per hour. Holy knockers. That is crazy. There's Legos everywhere. Everybody can have a Lego. You get a Lego, you get a Lego, you get a Lego. Now they have girl Lego things. Here we go. What else do we know? So to create the Lego movie, almost 4 million unique Lego pieces were used. That's 15 million bricks. Can you imagine that's your job? Just like, you know that any kid that's like plays with Legos, he's like, that's my job. Uh-oh, I didn't do a very good job here. Try to stay on the line, Shara. Sometimes I have to turn my paper. And I also made his neck a little too thin, so I'm gonna bring out the neck. I do not like how thin that is. We're gonna put some hair in him. I've got a special treat today. We're gonna play the Lego music. I guess we should learn some more stuff. So, EMMET, this is Mr. EMMET, is one of the most loved Lego characters. So we already know he's sweet, he's honest, he's outgoing, and what's his main characteristic? He's positive. That's one thing I just love about him. He's just so positive. And when he is in the bathroom scene, the shower scene, he has suds that are all around him and coming out of the spout. Guess what those suds really are? They are Lego ice cream scoops. So they didn't create suds, they're actually ice cream, vanilla ice cream scoops. Very creative, people, very creative. You did good job. Good job. We're doing good. I'm just gonna double Sharpie his head for now. EMMET's looking good. I think I gave his head a little big, but that's okay. At least we got the proportions right. Totally. Figured out that trick. Oh, I just did a no-no. We do not want to Sharpie the inside of that part. Nope. And I started oopsing. Just getting so excited about these fun facts. But we can Sharpie this part. Doop. That's Sharpied. Yeah, we got that going on. Okay, for a fun treat, I'm going to play you a little bit of Lego movie song. This is the best part. Here we go. It's an awesome song. That's going to be stuck in your head all day long. You're welcome. Yep, you're welcome. A little gift from me to you. There was a person, one of my neighbors, a long while ago, when this first came out, she said, you know what? You remind me of that song. That's your like theme song. And I'm like, what? That was like the best compliment anybody can give me, because that just means that she thinks I'm a really positive person, which I try to be. But man, that was awesome that she said that. Everything is awesome. That's gonna be stuck in your head all day. Yep, gift from me to you. Still have some fun facts. Hold on. Trying to get my double sharping done. And now we're back to the piano guy music, nice and quiet. All right, so we're gonna learn that Benny the space guy in the movie, if you can see on him, he looks kind of old and he has a cracked helmet. Well, they kept it like that because they are giving a tribute to back in the 1980s when they started building all those helmets. They all were cracked. That was their thing. Not on purpose, it was very thin right there and they all had cracked. Great job. You just want to barely erase. Do not erase all of our lines in there because we're going to need those, but you can erase like in the mouth line if you need to, or my neck, which I shouldn't have done that. There we go. Just a little erasing, maybe on the hands. Yep. Okay, now we can go color. So I'm going to show you this here first. So we're talking about Benny the space guy. So then they started making a joke out of it. Let's outline all of this right here, okay? That's the reflector in there, and then color it in lightly here. They're making a joke that Benny the space guy, why he forgets things and is kind of loopy is because he didn't have enough oxygen because air was leaking out. So they kind of made it into a thing. Even though Benny knows everything about space, he's kind of forgetful guy. But I think that's why people like him so much. But it's because back in the 80s, they just kept breaking in the front. I like to go darker around the edges. I want you to go over all of your pencil lines here. Go over all of those. You can go over them with, make it hard. There you go. This is where I may have messed up, but that's okay. Forgive myself. Not a big deal because it's art. Art is never wrong. Also, what else? Lego. Long before Lego decided to make their amazing motion picture that won all these awards and nominations, and it's like was groundbreaking animation film. Lego fans have been making their own home creations for years and years and years. So they make them on their own little creation. And then once the internet started taking off, people were able to share their creations for other people. That's the great thing about YouTube and the internet. You can see what the rest of the world is up to. Sometimes it gets a little lonely, or you want to see what creativity other people have. I mean, that's how my daughter learned how to put makeup on his YouTube video. I probably need that. Nah, who needs it? Okay, let's do his belt. The belt is all colored in except for right at the little tip there. The great thing is you guys can't see my face, so you don't know. Do I have makeup on? What do I look like? You can just see my fingers. Okay, we are gonna go darker to make it look like it's rounded, darker on the edge, and then as you come up, you wanna do less, okay? So darker along the edge, and a little less. See how that just kind of looks like it's three-dimensional? So do the same thing on this side, darker along the edge. I probably even could have done like less in there, but. Okay, and then we can color in here. It's darker here, and then it's gonna go lighter. Great job. You know what, now this is so dark, we're gonna have to darken in this guy. But you can do that just by going over another layer. Okay, I'll let you guys do that. Let's do the legs. All right, whatever. Let's see, what else? Oh, Lego minis, the little figures, all the figures that were in there. There's so many, you know, you've got anything you can think of Legos. They have it out there. It's there. They got the Harry Potter. They've got the Star Wars. They got all the superheroes. They got it all. Well, only 183 were chosen out of all of them that were picked. Not everybody made it into the movie. Sorry, guys. Great job. I hope that your EMMET is turning out. My brothers, when they were little, they would make these, and they would, it's very popular, spaceships. And they'd make it into all different kind of spaceships. I'll make it darker at the bottom. I'm making it darker right here along the edge because then it looks like it has a ledge and there's feet sticking out because you really can't see their feet. I might make this just a touch darker. Okay, now we get to do, let's do his yellow face. So we're just gonna color that whole thing in yellow. Now let's color the hands are yellow. We're gonna put a touch of orange in there just to give it a contrast look. I don't know if I colored that in too good, but okay, so come in there with your orange. Just go around the outside a little, and especially under the chin to make it look like it's a head on top. Go around the edge. Hopefully you have that song stuck in your head. Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. Okay, we're gonna give it a red tongue. Oh. And a black background. Brown hair. Now, I picked two different colors. This one actually has mahogany and blue, but I mean, mahogany and brown, but I just went for straight brown. I might have to put mahogany on top because he's not this brown. So I'll probably have to go 2 layers. So we're gonna do 1 layer, and then I'll go another direction, I'll do the other layer. Okay, so we're gonna get mahogany out. Mahogany's like, it's like a reddish brown. See, if you look on it, it says mahogany. We're gonna go the other way. It's gonna give it more of like a warm reddish look to it. I think I used 2 different color brown, not that one. But he still looks good. All right, now, last but not least, he's got his shirt. So inside here is blue. His shirt is blue. Try to go one direction, which sometimes I don't, but I try. And then to make that shadowy look, you're gonna go harder around the edge, especially in here, because we want it to look like it's going in and the arms can actually move. Let's do the other side. Try to go one direction. I will try to follow my rules. Do as I do. Yep. Go around the outside. And his pen is blue. Tick, 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 tick. Little clicker. Click, click. All right, we have Mr. EMMET.